I heard the shovel hit the ground again. It was midnight. My new neighbor was digging in his yard. Again. My name is Emily. I am 22 years old. I moved to this small house 3 weeks ago. Everything was perfect until he moved in next door. The man was tall and thin. He had dark hair and dark eyes. He never smiled. He never said hello. He always wore black clothes. Even in the hot summer, he wore long sleeves and long pants. Every night at midnight, I heard the same sound: scrape, 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 the sound of a shovel digging dirt. I looked out my window. There he was, digging holes in his backyard. What was he burying? My heart beat faster every time I thought about it. During the day, the man slept. His house was always quiet. The windows were always closed. Heavy curtains blocked all the light. But at night, everything changed. At night, he came alive. I started watching him every night. I turned off all my lights. I hid behind my curtains. I watched him dig, hole after hole after hole. What was he putting in those holes? My mind imagined terrible things: bodies, dead animals, stolen things. Maybe he was a killer. Maybe I was living next to a murderer. One night, a big truck came to his house. It was very late, almost 2 a.m. The truck had no lights on. 2 men got out. They carried heavy boxes into the house. The boxes were big and heavy. It took 2 men to carry each box. What was in those boxes? Weapons? Dead bodies? Drugs? I felt sick thinking about it. The boxes kept coming every few nights, always at night, always with no lights, always heavy. I was too scared to sleep. Every sound made me jump. Every shadow looked dangerous. I bought locks for my doors. I bought curtains for all my windows, but I still felt unsafe. 2 weeks after he moved in, I heard something new. Voices. Angry voices coming from his house. I put my ear to the wall. I could hear him talking on the phone. He sounded very angry. His voice was deep and scary.
You don't understand,
He said.
I need more.
Then he was quiet. Someone was talking to him on the phone.
No,
He shouted.
that price is too high.
Then his voice got colder.
Listen to me carefully.
He said. His voice was cold and dangerous.
If you don't help me, there will be problems. Big problems. Do you understand me?
My blood turned cold. He was threatening someone. This man was definitely dangerous. I was sure now. He was planning something terrible. I didn't sleep that night, or the next night, or the next. Every night, the digging continued. Every few nights, the boxes came. Every night, the angry phone calls happened. I thought about calling the police, but what would I say? My neighbor digs holes at night. He gets boxes delivered. He talks angrily on the phone. They would think I was crazy. But I knew something bad was happening. I could feel it. Last night, I made a big mistake. I was watching him again. He was walking up his back stairs to go inside his house. Suddenly, he stopped. He turned around. He looked right at my window. Our eyes met. I felt like ice water was running through my body. He saw me. He knew I was watching him. He knew I was spying on him. The man stood there for a long time, looking at me. His dark eyes were like holes in his face. Then slowly, very slowly, he started walking toward my house. I panicked. I ran away from the window. I ran to my stairs. I had to get away. I had to hide. He was coming to kill me. I ran down my stairs as fast as I could, but I was not careful. I opened the front door to run away. Near my front door was a big cardboard box. I had not seen it before. My foot went right into the box. Something wet and cold touched my foot. Something thick and sticky. I pulled my foot out quickly. Red liquid covered my shoe. Red liquid dripped from my sock. It was blood, fresh blood. I screamed. I was sure it was from his victims. He was warning me. I was next. I heard footsteps, heavy footsteps, coming closer.
Are you okay?
A deep voice asked.
I heard you fall.
It was him, the man. He was at my door. A tall shadow filled my doorway. He reached his hand toward me.
Let me help you.
He said. I screamed as loud as I could. I screamed until my throat hurt. The man jumped back. He looked shocked and confused.
I'm sorry.
He said quickly.
I didn't mean to scare you. I just wanted to help.
He stepped back outside. I heard him walking away. Then his phone rang. I could hear him talking outside my door.
Hello? Yes. Oh, thank you. I know I was angry last night. I'm sorry. These fruits will help so many people. Thank you for lowering the price.
Fruits? What fruits? I looked at the box by my door. In the light from outside, I could see writing on the side, "Fresh fruits for the homeless shelter." I opened the box with shaking hands. Inside were tomatoes and grapes. The red liquid on my foot was not blood. It was grape and tomato juice from broken grapes and tomatoes. My face turned red with shame. This man was not a killer. He was buying fruits for homeless people. But what about the digging? I had to know the truth. The man was gone. I walked to his backyard, where he always dug holes. In the moonlight, I could see small green plants growing from the dirt. Baby plants, new trees. He was not burying bodies. He was planting trees. Every night, he planted a new tree. I looked at his house. The heavy boxes were probably full of food for hungry people. The angry phone calls were him fighting with companies to get better prices for poor people. This man was not a monster. He was a hero. And I had been spying on him like he was a criminal. I felt terrible. I felt ashamed. I had thought the worst things about a good man. I had screamed at him when he tried to help me. He might have thought I am poor and crazy. That's why he put a box of fruit by my door. He definitely thinks he has a weird, crazy neighbor. Sometimes we see monsters where there are only angels. I learned not to judge a book by its cover. My neighbor was not the monster in this story. I was. Would you be scared like Emily? Or would you know the neighbor was a good guy at first? Practice your English with stories like this. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. Lesson of the day: don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover means you should not think someone or something is bad or good only by how they look on the outside. Example from the story. Sometimes we see monsters where there are only angels. I learned not to judge a book by its cover. More examples. My neighbor looks scary, but he is very kind. Don't judge a book by its cover. That restaurant looks small, but the food is amazing. Don't judge a book by its cover.